Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you all are doing well. Now before we get started, there are two things I need to get out of the way. One, Tekken 8 is on the horizon and it's great time for fighting game fans, okay? Two, I'm really positive about Tekken 8. I think it's going to be the best Tekken till now, and of course it's gonna sell like crazy, which is good for everyone. Now with that out of the way, this video is about giving feedback to the developers, especially after seeing the shit ton of gameplay they unloaded on us. And of course, they said they'd like to hear the feedback, huh? So I'm just trying to do that. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some tiny little gripes I have with the game. And since they're in alpha right now, hopefully it will change. Quick side note, I used to be a Hwoarang scrub back in the day when I started playing Tekken 7. Until one day I started watching the main man and got turned into a Kazuya scrub. And now I stream every day on this channel, mostly Tekken. So if you want to see this guy trying to hit 4 electric staple combo unsuccessfully, subscribe to the channel and join in during the streams. Now let's get on with the things I don't want in Tekken 8. First, Lucky Chloe. Okay, I'm kidding obviously, since Murray confirmed it already.
The main idea is for people who are new to the game, but like you were saying, maybe Rip he doesn't know Lucky Chloe, but he's playing with a friend.
I don't.
He's like,
I'm sorry,
I want to pick Lucky Chloe, and then he can just turn on L1 and use the most popular moves and get a feel for the character.
Sure.
Maybe
Chloe
he likes
confirmed.
Lucky Chloe and wants to learn her later. Who knows?
We love Lucky Chloe.
I do actually. Now, number 1, free or easy electrics. Now, I'm not against it actually. If you look at it carefully, what does a fighting game in this day and age needs to be successful? New players, whom we call casuals. And you can't commit to a game like Tekken after a while if you're a casual. Even if you like the game, you will eventually hit a wall in terms of execution. I know this because I'm fairly new to Tekken. I only played Tekken 3 before Tekken 7, nothing in between. And I started playing Tekken 7 because it had cool stuff like Rage Art and Rage Drive, power crushes and shit like that. And of course at that time I know the community absolutely hated it, but it pulled me in the game and I was a new player at that time. But after some time of mashing with Hwoarang, I stopped finding it enjoyable, let's say. Because I learned about a move called Just Frame Skyrocket and I couldn't pull it off. So I was pretty pissed, yeah. And I stopped playing the game of course. And after some time I got back into Tekken, played some story mode, which made me interested in Kazuya. And then started watching some main Mansui finally. But still I kept playing after that because I liked Kazuya. And he is like a challenge if you want to be good with him. If I were to keep playing Hwoarang, I would have left the game a long time ago, I guess. Now Hwoarang is challenging as well, but as a character, Kazuya is much more interesting for me personally. So I was ready to put in the work, and same thing happens to casuals in Tekken. If the character you play isn't interesting enough, why would you waste your time? Why would they waste your time practicing that character? Luckily I started liking Kazuya, but most people won't find a single character that's interesting enough for them to waste their time. Literally, when you're not good at Tekken, you're just wasting your time. So I'm good with the idea of free electrics, but just not with the execution. There should be an incentive for them to learn just frame electrics as well. What I mean by that, if you just add an incentive for them to learn the just frame electrics, then that is where you're most likely to turn casuals into loyal players. Easy electrics should not do just as much damage as just frame ones, okay. And Rip also suggested the same thing.
You start feeling like it was like a cheap way out for some tournament level play, so you'd want to see like lower damage or something on it. Like if you used it, it's like, all right, you got that electric, but it was like 10% lower damage or something. So.
And I think it's a pretty good idea, and same thing can happen to heat electrics as well. You get the same properties and the lovely electric effect, which is pretty good this time by the way, but just a bit less damage, so everyone wins. The casual players won't be sad that they can't get the Thoria and the juicy electric effects. And the pro players won't be mad that I did the practice all these years and now everyone can just hit electrics. And especially casual players will have the easy one at their disposal, when in meantime they can learn the just frame version if they want the full damage. So at the end of the day there will be a reward for everyone. For elite players it will be like, okay, you can hit the move easily, but I get the most damage because I put my time practicing it. And for casuals it's gonna be like, it has less damage, but it still says Thoria and I get the lovely effects. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for everyone. Moving on. Female characters. Now I don't mean I don't want female characters in the game. I do want female characters in the game. And I think Jun is going to be the first female character that I'm gonna main in Tekken ever. She also looks incomplete yet. Still, she's beautiful, elegant, angelic woman who can handle herself pretty well when needed. Unlike other cocky, annoying and irritating female characters like Asuka, Anna, Lucky Chloe, Julia, etc. Now what I don't want is female characters with the same lifeless doll faces with no details. When you compare Xiao Yu and Nina to other male characters, they look pathetic. They're just pushing every character's personality, right? But when I see Xiao Yu's face, I just see a generic anime girl. There's nothing unique about that face. I guess they're probably working on her. But I saw Nina in a trailer, and in the new footage I couldn't find any difference between the two versions. Alright, let's take a look here. This is Kazuya and Xiao Yu side by side. The details on Kazuya, off the charts. Who's most likely completed in terms of designing? See, that's how much details I want from female roster. Okay, people can say Kazuya is old, so he gets wrinkles and stuff. Okay, but even if you put Jin here, who's not that old, he has more details than Xiao Yu. To me, Jin doesn't look complete, but still he looks way better than Xiao Yu. Okay, now some might say male female faces are different, so you can't have the same details. Okay, I hear you, but take a look at this then. This is Lady from DMC5, a game which is notorious for not giving a flying fuck about their female cast. And this is just a screenshot from a cutscene in DMC5, which is now a 5-year-old game made on RE Engine. But when you compare her with Xiao Yu or Nina, I think we can all agree that they got nothing on her. And not just her, but every female from DMC5. When your game is being made in Unreal Engine 5, and females from a 5-year-old game on RE Engine looks better than your female roster, that says something, right? Now I'd like to think that they're still working on the females, and they probably are, and they're not complete. But also Tekken has a history of keeping the female cast with generic lifeless faces, in pursuit of beauty, which nobody really cares about these days. Take this for example.
Nina's guns. No one at the test played Nina. No, not me, not Spag, not Arsalty, and none of the 47 journalists. No one played Nina. People played June if they wanted tits, or they played Xiao Yu. No one played Nina. Not a single person went to Cactus Select and said, I'll play Nina. Did not happen.
Now, if you still just want to make your female roster beautiful above everything else, please make them beautiful like them at least, if not better. Maybe her face is actually good. It was just 1080p. I'm hoping it's good. Let's watch it again. The costume is stupid. Nah, not good. Pretty lame. Is it this? Oh man, doesn't look like Unreal 5.
Get ready for the next battle. Section 8.
Even this is bad. DMC5 ladies are much better than even this, the render. Next is also on females. Female rage arts. The rage arts in Tekken 8 are pretty dope. But when you see the females rage art, they all end with a love tap looking palm strike excuse for an ender. It only suits Jun because she's supposed to be some kind of divine being or something. But all three women till now did the same thing. I don't think anyone wants that. In a game where Kazuya ends you with a dive kick on your chest, annihilating everything in sight with a flash, Law jumps on you with both feet on your chest and stomach. Lars does a freaking Chidori, which he learned from Kakashi sensei. Back from his days of binge watching Naruto Shippuden, Paul flexes his muscles so hard that the sleeve rips off and then punches you right in the gut. And there you have all the women just tapping your chest with a palm. I don't know man, it just looks pretty lame to me. Nina and Xiao Yu's rage arts are not bad until the love tap comes. Yeah, I'm gonna call it love tap. Nina goes full Dante, just obliterating your back with gunshots. Then why end with a palm strike? Just do a headshot or something. Rage art. Please don't be the palm strike, please. Oh, that's cool. Oh, finally. Okay, I like her rage art. It's not a palm strike. Finally. And it's actually pretty cool. Please remove the love tap. Next, lack of rage art KO enders. Now I think this is just because the enders for the characters are not complete yet, but I just want to put it out there. Kazuya is my main if you don't know it by now. And I think they made Kazuya the best he could ever be. That KO ender with the rage art is like 100% personality of Kazuya. I love it. So please don't leave other characters without cool stuff like this. personally I only care about Kazuya. So for me, it does not matter if King just keeps putting the opponent on the ground carefully like a baby for the rest of Tekken 8. But I think others should also feel the same excitement as I did first time watching Kazuya kicking Jack off after ending his rage art on him with the KO. That was so sick. Tanameda. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like when I was in a...
No! That's disgusting! Oh my, it made me click on the video. Oh my god. Bro, I was thinking to myself, what could he possibly do that would make it that sick? Bro,
So people should also watch their men do something like that. I think this feature will make more people want to use rage art in the end as well. Heat effects. Now I know Harada said that this time you'll be able to customize the hit effects in options menu as well, but we don't know to what extent. So I just want to point out that I absolutely hate the heat and rage aura effects on the characters, and just as much as I hate it on the characters, I love the effects on the health gauges. So please, in the customization menu, let us turn the effects off and on for both characters and the HUD separately. I would love to see Kazuya turning into Devil without those white flames. Just take a look at this. He looks way better without these annoying flames, but these flames instead would look really cool on the heat gauges. And the effects on the gauges and life bars this time around are really good, so they're gonna stand out on the screen when someone is in heat and only the heat gauge is shining dark blue and white, but not the characters. And same could be said for the rage art effects. Okay, so that was my feedback after watching so much from Tekken 8. Now I cannot say about you guys whether you agree with me or not, only you can. So comment down below and let me know if you agree with me, and if not, then why. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos, consider dropping a like. It gives me motivation to make more videos like this, and join in on my live streams as I stream Tekken daily. Thank you and have a good one.